8:30 p.m. in central Ohio, and a huge snowstorm is coming. A little bit of snow has already entered, and usually get my projections off like Ryan Holial in the NWS in Apple weather, even if it's a very high resolution model. And WBSN, just more low to medium. The European model, low resolution, says about 9.8 for Columbus. And currently, it's about not measurable. But you can tell it's about to rain. Or, I'm so sorry, it's about to snow. My newly gotten new enter, it shows snow. You see that? And it's about 13.3 outside. So, in high resolution models, say Columbus should get about 13.9 in the European model. Apple weather is a high resolution, says 16 to 20, which is definitely on the high end. Anyway, medium high models say 13.9, like I just said, for Columbus. So, say probably about 10. I might be wrong, but like 10 to 16 in Columbus. And down here, I guess, Madison, Pickaway, Fayette. Kind of like the area in like Washington Courthouse, south of London, Midway, Mount Sterling, maybe even Grove City. Might get even more, but maybe 11 to 16, or 11 to 17, but I would say probably more 10 to 16. When I count the medium high resolution models are definitely more accurate. Well, I wouldn't say definitely, but appears in the storm so far they've been more accurate. Because storm's been overperforming recently. At night here, it's not snowing yet, but apparently it's going to snow in the next hour. Oh, it's so cold. Ooh. I have short sleeves on. You can see my ears so well. Ooh, it's cold. I'm going to go back inside. But, seriously, it is so cold out there. After the storm, there could be some power outages. And the lows are going to be possibly in the negatives on about 70% of the days. Completely below average. And wind chills are going to be insane. Like -10 low, -20 low. And this upcoming Friday, a low of 5, 6, or 7 Fahrenheit normal, -5, 6, or 7. And but luckily the wind chill shouldn't be so bad because it's not as windy, more dry. And level 3, level 2 snow emergencies, definitely level 3 for most counties. For Madison, Pickaway, Fayette, Franklin, in central Ohio. And I'd say higher resolution models will definitely be better. So I'm going to say about 12 to 15 inches of snow in Madison, Pickaway, maybe Franklin. Probably not as much in Franklin, like 12 to 14. And about 12 to 15 also in, did I say Fayette? I don't know. So the main reason I say high resolution, they're going off of 1 inch of rain equals 20 inches of snow, which is the general dry effect of this storm, and that's why it's more accurate in my opinion. And the storm's been overperforming, and snow's about to start again. First round of slight, and then about 3 a.m. you get moderate to major. And weather-wise says most of Central Ohio will get major snow and some moderate. So expect a lot of snow and terrible driving conditions. Personally, my snow accumulation prediction, I'm going to say for London, Ohio, 12.9. Columbus, 13.2. Mount Sterling. Wait, no, do Grove City first. Grove City, I'm actually going to say 13.5 in Mount Sterling. Actually, I'm going to change mine because I feel like Mount Sterling's going to get a ton. And that would probably mean London would get more. Say London, 13.8. I'll change my Grove City to... Give me a second. I'm going to think about it. Maybe 13.8. And for Mount Sterling, I'm going to say 14.4 to 14.8. That's just, it's very high resolution, but that's just my guess because of the fluff factor. These in normal winter storms, there's, for every inch of rain, there's 10 inches of snow. And in this storm, it's more, like I mentioned, for every inch of rain's more 20 inches of snow. Low resolution models go a ratio of 1 to 10, and high resolution go 1 to 20. It's going to be more from about 116 to 120. So that's just what I'm going to go with. And I'm going to say Lancaster gets about, I'm going to go a little high here, 15.1 inches of snow. And I think down south, maybe like Portsmouth, they could get up to like, I don't know, like 8. No, because I've seen some new models that say that they're going to get a little phased out. So I'm going to say Portsmouth gets about 10.5. That's really all I got. So snow, this should be like the biggest snowstorm in about the last 20 years from looking at some data. And power outages, and I'm sure some sports games like the Blue Jackets game on Monday, and I don't know if haven't won Sunday, but some sports games should probably get phased out. But honestly, Ohio is definitely not the biggest concern here. It's probably second or third to second if you would say it's worse than whatever Boston, New York City, and up there will get. So I'm going to say third because since you're relying on high resolution. Because obviously first is down near like Tuplex, extreme northeast Louisiana, northern Mississippi, some parts of like southeastern Tennessee, and a little bit of northwestern Bama. Should get like up to like an inch and a half of ice, I've heard. I mean, some say 2, but I think that's a little high actually. Even saying high resolution models are more correct. I think that's way too high. But even an inch of ice is devastating. It's like unbelievably like several weeks without power. That's just how bad ice is. In my opinion, I'd say for every 1 inch of ice is the severity of 30 inches of snow. So it's like getting 50 inches of snow if you got an inch and a half of ice. Okay, maybe I'm gonna say 1 to 25 because that makes more sense. But ice is just terrible, terrible weather. It's just. I mean, a lot of people don't know it too. But I've seen some pictures of the Walmart and Tuplex, and bread and milk are just gone off the shelves. Well, I guess milks aren't in shelves, but yeah, it's gonna be terrible for ice. Even in like southern portions of Tennessee, they aren't supposed to get something as bad as like southeastern. And North Carolina, they're supposed to get some ice too, and they might get like 3 to 6 days without power too. And even like Nashville, they might get a day or two without power. And Ohio might get a little bit, but nothing to do with ice. I mean, extreme eastern and extreme southeastern, Ohio's supposed to get some like literally like 0.0 or 0.01 to 5 inches, which is still can be definitely a problem, but it's nowhere near down there. Anyway, that's all I got. Goodbye.